Alrighty then, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome, one and all. My name is Michael, I'm the Nails Gamer, and welcome to Pathfinder 1st Edition, Reign of Winter, our gripping, chilling adventure featuring these wonderful and amazing Patreons. Guys, say hello to the folks at home.
Hello.
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 It is so good to see your smiling faces. I hope you guys are having a wonderful start to your week. For those of you in Australia, like myself, it is school holidays next week, and you know what that means? Dag is going to slowly start withering and dying, turning into a pumpkin as his schedules become more and more insane, bit by bit, and he slowly loses the will to live. But you know what? It happens all the time. I'm looking forward to it. Love kids. Kids are great, and yep, that's the thing. Now before we kick off, of course, we have some people to thank, and that is, of course, starting with none other than our wonderful and amazing sponsors who help us keep the lights on and make us look as good and as wonderful as we do each and every session. Starting with none other than our amazing friends over at Hero Forge for the wonderful artwork you can see on screen here. Our character tokens, including the ones of my players who are not joining us on camera today, are made using an amazing 3D model making software where you get to design, create, and play with bespoke 3D characters and have them shipped and printed to you anywhere in the world. These are amazing, these are fun, these are incredible, and yeah, perfect for game night. So yeah, go check those out. They've just released a bunch of doggos. Who the fuck doesn't like doggos? I don't know if you've checked it out. There's like huskies and there's collies and a whole bunch of other stuff, and yeah, that's kind of the thing. So yeah. Then of course we have none other than Sirenscape for the wonderful sound effects you will hear throughout the course of the game. What was the other one? Blarg. Fantasy Grounds. That's what I was thinking. I was like, did I start with Fantasy Grounds? Fantasy Grounds, our VTT of choice, which you can see behind me, maps, dice rollers, all the cool stuff is done using this amazing bit of kit that allows me to connect to all my wonderful players from across the world. And speaking of my players, guys, we would not be here without the contributions of the wonderful and talented folks that you see before you who have brought their characters into the fray to serve as the protagonists of today's adventure. To tell you about these characters and the wonderful people that they are, we're going to introduce them to you by them, starting with none other than our dear friend Kyrie, played by the wonderful and amazing Kalindra.
Hello. Besides the upcoming loss of the will to live, how are you?
I'm super well. I'm really good. I've got plans to see the new Jurassic Park sometime this week, which is gonna be fun. I've been obsessed with a stupid fucking animated K-pop movie, which is now like storming the internet and making like music top charts, which is awesome. And I just found a a live action music video of my favorite song from that thing, and I am
Oh,
pining
dang.
to watch it. As many of you know, I'm also playing Marvel Rivals, and the new season starts next week, which is also very exciting.
Ooh.
And I'm going to try and make this as long as possible, so Kyria regrets asking me this every week.
No, not at all.
Dang it. Okay, fine. Carry on.
I actually like that you gave me more information this time. It makes
It's like
me
an
more
insight.
inclined to ask again.
That's right. It's like
See?
insight into my life. It's like a window into the mundane of Dag's actual life. You know what I mean?
The dagoning,
The
yes.
Dagoning.
Do, do,
Um,
do.
yes. Kyrie is a rat folk slayer. She is a former lot of things. She is going to die horribly. And then it's going to get worse after she dies. And she's probably about to piss off Baba Yaga because we have a list of people that she's pissing off, and it grows more and more every few sessions.
Wonderful. And then next up, we have playing the role of Bectrin the Brawler, none other than Lucas, aka Mr. Gaminart.
Hello. Yes, I play Vectrin, Dwarf Brawler. Nearly got digested by coal burning stove last session, which was super fun. Um, just add that to the list of life choices that he has been regretting since meeting these folks. But he's here. He's still here. He's doing his best. I'm just trying to get this done and get home at this point. Who knows if that'll happen? We'll see.
We shall indeed. Following which, another person who will probably never see their home again is none other than Private Henry Allen, the American soldier, played by our dear friend and amazing companion, Marcus, the storyteller.
Hello. Yep. I am Marcus playing Henry, the American soldier, like Dag said. Agreed, will never see his phone ever again. Uh, but at this point, he's just trying to help the party save their home and is trying to now finding out that the Baba Yaga is pure evil incarnate. He's trying to help find a way to stop their home from being destroyed and stop her from coming back to power.
You know what I find most amusing is that it makes so much sense that Henry doesn't know this. But if Henry was like you know, a Russian soldier, he'd be all over knowing what the Baba Yaga was about. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah.
Like
Absolutely.
I just love the fact it's like yeah, I don't know nothing. What's this Baba Yaga and what's all that? What's it?
Yeah.
It's
Good
just
thing we didn't make him a Russian soldier.
yeah, fair. All right. And then we have none other than the one, the only Makar, our arcane archer, played by the wonderful and amazing Neil from All Things. No, wait. From Immersion
From All Things
Diversion.
Fantasy.
I know. I literally almost went to All Things Fantasy. I was like, yeah, sorry, Matt. You're losing your
Me and
channel
Matt
to
switched
Neil.
channels this week.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
That's it.
he's got mine, and he'll help it grow. I'll help his fail. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. He's good. Yes, I play Makar. He is an Asimar, Magus archer, and so instead of casting his magic through his sword, he casts it through his bow. Yeah, he wants to save Irison because a group of redcaps told him to do so because in the past, my town, my ancestors were helped by the Fae from the Baba Yaga. I'm pretty sure. I forgot if it was the Baba Yaga helped us kind of take the town back. It's been a while.
No,
Um,
that was it. You got it.
yeah, okay. So now that the Baba Yaga, or now that there's a bunch of bad stuff happening in Irison with the current queen, the Red Caps told me, go find the Baba Yaga or die. And that's kind of what's going on. I've been now cursed by them because they thought I was failing, and so now whenever I bleed from being cut, I explode into bloody spikes. And yeah, I think it's specifically slashing damage, so I always have to remember that.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
All right. Um, Sorry, I'm just catching up on the chat now, where they're like, "Dad keeps slipping," and by the end of the show, he's just gonna fall all the way off the screen. Thanks, guys. I'm very aware. Yeah, it keeps happening. I don't know why. I feel like I'm getting close to that time where I need to wipe all my scenes and then start again, just because I get bored and I want to be all like, ah. But yes. Thank you very much, everyone. Now, before we kick off, we have one last person to thank, and that is, of course, our lovely and amazing audience members. Guys, you guys are the lifeblood of this show. You guys make everything happen. Thank you so much for being here and being a part of the show, for allowing us to do all these cool, wacky, fun, and amazing stuff. You are incredible, and as such, we invite you to come on down and join us behind the GM screen in order to influence the game while we play. First of all, just by watching the show, you earn channel points that can be used at any point in time in order to influence the game while you watch. This can be divine interventions, wandering monsters, wandering bosses, inspiration, insight bonuses, and so many more cool things that just help my players on their journey. Then, of course, we have monetary donations, which are hold on, wait, did I miss something? Did we get $120 somehow?
No, I think it's because I did read that in the pre-donation chat that it said Cookie said that they donated off screen.
Oh, damn it, Cookie. I mean, yeah,
but that was for COC.
I mean, thank you, Cookie. That still counts. I mean, I was just like, I'm sure I literally just reset that, and I was like, yeah, okay. Anyway, what was I saying? My brain. Yes, donations, monetary stuff. This helps the channel, allows me to do all the cool stuff. The survival check is my donations that I need to raise for the month in order to afford all the stuff that I do. Subscriptions, bonuses, keeping everything, floating here at the Dead Aussie Gamer channel, me eating solid food, all that jazz. And all of them come with a awesome and amazing bonus that you can apply to the games that we play that are very tangible. Now, first of all, $5, you can get a red mark for a player or a purple mark for me. These are hero points and jinx points. Hero points are good. They help my players by helping avoid death, re-rolling with advantage, or petitioning the DM for stuff that isn't in the rules. Jinx points can be used to counteract hero points, make bad guys roll with advantage, or complicate things ever so slightly. For $10, I will draw from one of the two decks of cards in front of me. One is a deck of plot twists, which I use in order to pretty much prompt a random story event that, is a lot of fun and makes us do stuff. We have a plot twist from our dear friend Schooly Eye. Thank you for your donation, sir. Let me just give this the quick old shuffle. And then I will draw. Hiya! Oh no, we've done that one this week. Hiya! Oh, it's not much better. Okay, I went from bad news to tragedy.
Uh-oh.
So tragedy is today's plot twist. So we'll see what happens with that. The second $10 donation is a draw from the deck of heroic actions, where you get a heroic action for a player of your choice, and it counts as not only an emergency hero point, but also a cool free power that they can access and utilize. So that's really rad. Then, of course, we have a $20 donation, which is the coveted golden natural 20, where you can use that natural 20 in order to get a critical success, because why the fuck not do you want a critical success when you're trying to do cool stuff, and the dice will be like, no, I'm going to roll a 1, and you're like, what? What do you mean you're going to roll a 1? You're just like freaking, I want nat 20s to work. And so sometimes you do the cool things, you get the cool thing to work, and Bob's your uncle, you get it. Then, of course, we have our $50 donation, where we have an array of 3 different awards at the $50 tier. We have the boss buff, which increases the difficulty of a challenge the group is facing. The boss might be stronger, the terrain might change, the parameters for victory might change. There might be a whole bunch of stuff. Whatever it is, boom, that's it. Then, of course, we have the Harrow deck, where we will draw from the deck of Harrows. A card will be read a prophecy, and based on that prophecy, our heroes will gain a critical success to either fulfill or reject that prophecy. In addition, whatever stat attribute is associated with that Harrow point or that Harrow card, the group will get bonuses of a d6 on any roll using that stat, and once per scene get to re-roll on any check that uses that stat as well. So there's that. And lastly, we have the $50 magic item, which you can provide to a player of your choice. And they will get an item either you design, I design, or something from their wish list. And lastly, we have the $100 secret menu item. Now, the secret menu item is an interesting one, because I have no idea what the players are going to do. We're torn between two choices. A, the heroes go down into the cellar confront the witches that were formerly the Baba Yaga's daughters and defeat them in order to free the Baba Yaga so they can use her power to siege the castle and defeat her current daughter and free the kingdoms from evil. Or they decide to go straight to the castle and try to get the queen to relent the information regarding how she trapped the Baba Yaga and use it against her and trap her instead, and everyone and all the evil is now stifled and stopped forever. That about right?
About right, yeah.
Cool. So, the $100 secret menu item is, should my players choose to go down and fight the witches, I will give each witch a boon, a boost of some great and powerful magic, and for every witch that they kill, our heroes will get a boon based on the witch they kill. It is a random effect. It is not all going to be ice-based, but it is all going to be stuff that is going to help them in the final confrontation. Secondly, if my heroes decide not to do this, I will provide my heroes with yet another ally. Now, I know that you're saying we've already got the Arnold Schwarzenegger dog and we have Cookie. What other ally could you possibly give? Well, here's the interesting thing. Our ally, in this case, will be the haunted spirit of Rasputin himself, who is going to be allied to our group. Oh, yeah, we also have the worm that walks. He's around too. Yes, Rasputin's ghost will arrive in order to spite both his sister and his mother in the event of his, well, in the, now that he is dead. That is what he's going to do with his afterlife. Absolutely and straight up, just try to torture the poor man.
Damn.
Yeah, makes sense. That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's it. That's where we're at. We good? Everyone's happy?
Yeah.
All right. We got everything sorted. Was Cookie's thing?
Oh, Schoolie had mentioned what that was, I guess.
Oh, okay. Huh, weird. Okay. I will have to check up on that, but I will fix it later. That's it. I'll fix in post. Okay. You guys ready? Shall we start?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Okay. Let's get some cool mood music setting up here. Ooh, what's some good one? What's something good? Oh, I know what's good. Hold on. Here we go. No, I don't want combat music. I want here we go. This one, I think. One moment. Sorry. It always takes a little bit to kind of warm up. I don't know why. Okay, here we go. So, when last we left our epic heroes, inside the realm of the Baba Yaga's dancing hut lies a small cottage. It safeguards one of the greatest secrets known to the Baba Yaga, and that is the whereabouts of each queen of Irisin that the Baba Yaga takes and sequesters away within her dancing hut. As she has kept this secret so closely guarded, so too another witch guards the entrance to where these daughters are kept. However, her purpose is a lot more magnanimous, as she wishes to stop any from utilizing what power remains of the Baba Yaga within her daughters. After a grueling battle between the gentleman giant troll, the giant furnace, and of course the witch herself, our heroes confronted her in a final desperate attempt to try and get past so that they may break the seal on the Baba Yaga, freeing her and allow her to take the last of her daughters. In doing so, freeing your world from the icy grip of Elvana, current Queen of Irisin. But the witch's pleas wrought to your ears, made you question your actions. The Baba Yaga is an evil that affects all, not just your world, but a multitude of worlds, many of which you have visited now. If you end up going to free the Baba Yaga, then you risk unleashing her back upon an unsuspecting series of worlds, but saving your own. But at what cost? It is now with these conflicting ideals that our heroes find themselves. Do you head down and retrieve the last of the Baba Yaga's power, combining it with the seal and freeing the Baba Yaga? Or do you go back to Irison, try to find the same magics that trapped the Baba Yaga and use it on the Queen yourselves, but at a great risk? Ladies and gentlemen, the scene is yours. What do you do?
That is a good
Throw the Baba
question.
Yaga at this lady's face, right? That's what we do.
Just throw the doll at her.
So, what would you like to do?
So it has
Makar's-
dawned on us all collectively what this option is, yes?
Yes, you guys have had the conversation to break down what the options are, and the witch is, I guess, not overly strong enough to sort of hold all of you off, and you have kind of thoroughly thwomped the troll, whose name, if I may remind you, is Godge the Gentleman.
God.
And yeah, she's an old lady. She's an old lady with brittle bones. She doesn't really want you to hit her.
And she's very good at using magic. Yeah. Makar has been thinking to himself, like, contemplating everything that's happened up till now. Like, have we just been the bad guys?
Probably.
Shit.
I mean,
I've been
Henry
doing
doesn't
it all
know
wrong.
this, but you did murder an entire fortress of people. Innocent people, mind you.
I mean, nah. And yeah, so Makar just speaks up. So what do we do? This isn't a choice we can make light of.
Well,
We've all
I personally think it's pretty obvious.
like we made it this far just to find this out now. And now what? We just go back to Irison and deal with it?
I mean, to be fair, if you guys are just finding this out, that would be a little shocking.
Oh, that the Baba Yaga is not a good person? No, we've
Yeah, we've known that, but
So I do feel like Kyrie is for her unusually quiet. Because for those that are not aware, she died semi recently, and has gained the ire of the god of murder. So she knows that when she dies, which should be sooner rather than later because some shit happened, that's what she gets to go face. And I imagine the god of murder has some pretty shiny things lined up for her. So Kyrie is not selfless, and the Baba Yaga is exceptionally powerful. So there is going to be in the back of her mind, if I turn my back on also the Baba Yaga, there's nobody to essentially help her. So she's going to be very quiet. She's not going to be like, yeah, let's stab the Baba Yaga in the back while we're at it, because she keeps doing that and it has not ended up well for her. So, but she hasn't told any of the party this, which is why she's not bringing it out loud.
Very well.
Mm-hmm.
You hear the dog, Chief, turn around and say, "There's a lot of talking here about who is right and who is wrong. I do not think that perhaps we should spend as much time considering the morality of things. There is much to be said about things being left, how much evil is too much evil. If you allow the Queen to continue, then maybe you are allowing great evil onto a world that is never going to be able to recover. If, however, you release the Baba Yaga, at least one world may be guaranteed some safety. Even
Instead
your
of all of
world,
them.
Private Allen, the Baba Yaga was there, but it was humans that were destroying it.
Yeah, and now it's a giant rampaging lizard.
So really, when we think about it, is letting the Baba Yaga out really going to be that evil if all she has been doing is minding her business?
Didn't you want to kill her like 2 seconds ago?
I know, what I'm saying is the world is not going to miss her. One way or another, it doesn't matter. She is not important. She is nothing. She should be destroyed by my mighty jaws of justice.
So I guess the question is, do we free a greater evil to take down an evil that's uncontrollable, and or keep a greater evil in and potentially keep and let the uncontrollable evil run free?
You know, there is another option. Private Allen, you hear a voice from behind your ear.
Oh, Spider Guy, what's up?
Yeah, you watch as like this tiny spider sort of crawls out of Private Allen's ear. Gross though it may be, this is the worm that walks, basically a spellcaster or a mage who was eaten by a horde of spiders and basically became a horde of spiders. Henry Allen thankfully saved this entity from the place he was at by housing one of the spiders in this dude's ear. So anyway, he emerges to address the group. Now say what you want about the Baba Yaga being evil and all that, but powerful the Baba Yaga definitely is. Anyone who knows anything about spell casting can confirm this. So why not have someone that powerful in your debt? Someone who can at the very least be poised in order to create a better life for everyone here. Why not be on the favor of the world's greatest arcanist? I certainly don't want to be on her bad side, especially if I'm going to leave her trapped and imprisoned mere inches away from salvation. Who knows what depth of depravity that wicked mind would have just to consider what they would do to those who would cross them.
That is also very true. But how do we know someone with that much power would be indebted to us? If we free them, they could even just do what they want.
Well,
We're not sure if the Bob.
Well, you aren't
Yeah.
wrong there. After all, contingencies have their place. Prove yourselves to continue to be worthy and to be of use to the Baba Yaga, then rewards will follow. They always have. It's when those who do not bend knee to the Baba Yaga or abuse her power without proper recompense that the Baba Yaga steps in. She's always behaved this way.
Seems more like a devil's bargain in the end.
Well, one thing that they can say is you can always rely on a devil's contract.
If
I
that
do
is
not
the
like
case-
this giant spider. I'm going to eat you, spider. Fuck off, K9. Come and say this to my face. I am saying it to your face. I'm not saying it to your ass, even though it seems like that does most of the talking. What did you say to me?
Henry's gonna take the bayonet off his gun and go, Chief, fetch boy.
I swear, what the hell is going on? Oh, he's got me! Oh, son of a bitch! And you watch as he runs off with your gun.
Well,
It's like a
I threw
giant
the
metal
bayonet, not
stick.
the gun.
Oh, shit, I thought you threw the... Nope, you
No,
threw
I
the...
said I take the bayonet off the gun and I.
Yep, go on, finish that sentence. You took the bayonet off the gun and you threw it.
Yeah.
You threw the gun!
No, I implied the bayonet, damn you.
No,
Ah,
the dog's got
shit.
the gun. It's fine. He'll give it back.
Well, I guess. Well,
Okay,
someone has to
so-
make a contract with her.
Well, he didn't say that.
That's not what I'm
But-
saying. No, it's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying
sorry.
What I'm saying is that even though you cannot trust the word of someone who is, well, evil and wicked, you can trust that they will always act in a particular way, whether that's in their self-interest or not. And, well, thus far, she needs you to free her. Who knows
did have-
what else she'll need you for in the future?
Oh, yeah.
Ingratiate
should-
yourself. Make yourself useful. That's my suggestion, anyway.
I agree with it.
So
but I
make
think we
her
should
want to
have-
keep us around. Sorry, what, Alan?
Henry just is just glaring at Makar for interrupting him 3 times
Sorry.
in a row. Anyway, I feel like we should take the spider's words into consideration, but I feel like we should have a contingency plan just in case. We know that she's trapped, so we
Mhm.
know that the queen has to have a way for her, or to trap her.
Mm-hmm.
We find the way to trap. We find out how the queen did it, so we can replicate it, and use that as leverage for us. We free her.
That
Use it
makes
as-
us a threat instead of an ally
Mhm.
that she needs further use of.
Yes, but it's not like she's gonna come back instantly with all of her power right away. She will be weakened to begin with.
How do you know?
Of all the things we've encountered, what have we released that has come back with all of its power right away? Look at Spider Dude here.
A purple worm.
That
And it
was
just
never
keeps getting more and
released.
more power.
That wasn't released though. That kind of just showed up.
Which is another term for being released.
To be fair, released, escaped, I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
potato, potato. But what's your point?
The point is, even if we release her, there's no guarantee that she's just gonna let us walk free anyway, because there's no way to prove that. Because I know for a fact that I'm not gonna bend my will to her. I'm not gonna give service to someone like that.
At this point, the large, 5-headed troll turns and says, I say, there's a lot of back and forth here happening, but there are some of us who have not yet managed to throw into the hat their opinion. You, sir, Master Dwarf. Firstly, apologies for your current charred state of being. Understandably, that while you are allied with the Baba Yaga, I'm afraid I have to side with my friend the witch. If it weren't for the fact that the witch was able to help me out of my particular living situation, I might not be quite so well put together and refined. So understand a debt must be paid, and there's nothing personal, but I think perhaps insight into someone such as yourself may perhaps shed some light and break apart this stalemate your friends seem to currently have. I mean, I wouldn't want to point it out myself, but it would be unsporting to not mention that every single second that you spend debating this fact back and forth is another second that my trollish heritage begins to show the robustness of my species through the mastery of regeneration, of the health that you have managed to shave off me with your multitude of attacks. Very soon, in fact, I will be back to fighting strength, whereas you, with your non-regenerative forms, will unfortunately have still your corporeal wounds to tend to, which I scarcely am going to allow you much in the way of time to resolve.
That was a a very eloquent way of putting that. Appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Um,
I mean, like I said, good sports or whatnot.
yeah, I appreciate it. Look, all I know is either choice is shit. Okay, it's not great either way. No matter what we do, whatever we do, we just need to make a decision and get it done already. Um, I don't care either way. All I want to do is save my people, save home. That's what I'm here to do.
Mm.
Now, I'm also not thrilled with the idea of standing idly by and letting the rest of, what did you call it, the multiverse, whatever the hell that means, die in the process. So, take
For
that for
you,
what it's worth.
yeah. I'm willing to free the Baba Yaga. With the leverage that we obviously create for her.
I feel like that was the opposite of what I just said, but
Oh,
that's fine.
well, yeah. Okay, sorry, Bectron. Yeah,
No,
I'm
it's fine.
down for freeing the Baba Yaga, so to save our home.
Henry?
I'm not saying we don't free her to save your home, because that's pretty much why I'm here. It's the only way. I mean, it only increases my chances of survival too. Going back to my own world's not an option anymore. But I'm saying that
Well, I mean, the Baba
we
Yaga
all
might have
know
a
that
way to
we
bring
all
it
know that
back.
I know nothing of your world. But I cannot in my conscience just free something that evil without having a backup plan for if she just decides that keeping us around is too much. Because if we can kill the person who trapped her, that would automatically put a target on our backs. At least that's what I would do if I were in her shoes. If someone were to trap me and then I got people to kill them and free me, well, now the people that killed the person who trapped me are more of a threat than the person who trapped me. I do not see a way of us walking out of there alive either way, unless we have that contingency of being able to trap her back.
So what you're saying is go back to Irison, get rid of the queen, find a way to trap her, and retrap the Baba Yaga, then go free the Baba Yaga and threaten her that we could retrap her if she doesn't help us.
It's not to not help us. It's to guarantee our own safety in the end.
All right. Here we go. I am team. Let's not threaten the Baba Yaga. I am team. I don't know what happens if we have the Baba Yaga and the current queen trapped. I don't know who fills that power vacuum. I don't like not knowing. So I am team. Again, you guys don't know why entirely, but team free Baba Yaga. Without threatening her. That is a very specific. I don't want to be like, I'm going to do this thing to you if you don't do what I want, because that sounds like a bad idea to me.
Yeah.
Again, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying
You are saying to get a thing that is going to trap the Baba Yaga, and if she doesn't do what we like, to trap her. That is literally a threat to the most powerful arcanist in the world. I don't know how it can be anything else.
Clearly, she's not the most powerful if someone else trapped her.
Well,
To someone else
rituals do
had
a
to do
lot
it.
of things, so
And they're two people who are in her line. So
yeah. If you catch someone off guard, a lot of people aren't powerful. Maybe she was trapped when she was off guard. But I'm with
Look,
Kyrie.
all I'm saying is that it's not smart to not have a backup plan. I kind of have no choice but to go with you
Sometimes it's not
guys.
smart to also have a backup plan. Because when you have a backup plan, you think too much.
No, you always have a backup plan in case something goes wrong.
Meanwhile, outside by the window, son of a bitch, let me down! Arrgh! And you watch as the dog is now burying the gun in the ground.
What's your backup plan for that, Alan?
It was.
Do you really want to do this right now, Makar?
So we're definitely split, Dag.
We're definitely split. Okay.
Yeah.
With the group, we have Kyrie saying that free the Baba Yaga, no questions asked. Bectrin, whatever saves the world, which at this point almost certainly is save the Baba Yaga. Private Allen, obviously he's from the multiverse, so potentially dooming his world, he is trap the queen, and Makar is also trap the queen.
No, I'm free the Baba
No,
Yaga.
Makar and Bectrin are flipped there. Bectrin is, I want to save my world, but I don't want to damn the multiverse.
Right.
That's more
okay,
important.
Okay. You're right. I'm with you. Sorry, my apologies. Okay. Okay. Spider-Man is very much free the Baba Yaga. Prove yourself to be like kind of worthy of having her, kind of favor. And then the dog is go for the queen. The witch and her entourage are curious, they're more onlookers. Cookie, I feel like, is a big deciding vote. Cookie,
Yeah, but he's not here, so.
Cookie's not here. Oh wow, this is a split vote.
Australia wants to bring Cookie in.
So let's add this, I guess. I guess there's no other way to do this. Guys, do or die, shall we?
Yes.
Now, I'm also gonna throw a different thing in here real quick, and I'm gonna say that in order for group cohesion and group harmony, we will lose the NPCs that are sided with the opposite thing. So, for example, if you do go and free the Baba Yaga, you will lose Chief. If you side with against the Baba Yaga, you will lose the Spiderling, or the Spider-Man guy. So we're gonna add this as an extra contingent. Now, I'm gonna ask just above the table: is anyone's characters interested in swapping sides? Nope. Okay. Now, just for conflict resolution, when we do this flip, However, your character needs to come to terms with the decision the group makes. I think that's kind of how we're going to be going forward.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to basically have the witch determine how this goes. So basically, either the witch is going to attack you, or the witch is going to attack the person who is whispering in someone's ears, which is either going to be the dog or the spider, which is how they're going to go. Okay? So this is where the decision is being quote-unquote made. All right? We are going to be playing this as our plot twist card as well. The tragedy.
Damn.
Okay? So, here we go. Red, you free the Baba Yaga. Blue, you keep the Baba Yaga trapped, and you go to try and trap the queen. Okay? Here we go.
Okay.
I'm kind of mean. I kind of want to wait till OG leaves before I do this, so she has to watch the VOD.
Right, I was thinking the same thing. Just
Okay.
wait longer.
Here we go. Ready? Coin flip. 3, 2,
Can't look.
1. I haven't even looked at it either. I'm looking at the screen.
I'm closing my eyes.
Okay, here we go. Okay, I
I'm
haven't-
not closing my eyes.
All right, I haven't looked at
What
it
to
yet.
say?
Okay. Here we go.
Ooh.
Bring the Baba
The
Yaga.
Baba Yaga shall be freed. Okay. Which is going to be pretty awful. Now, I've pretty much mentioned this before. I have a very strong anti-harming animals thing for my channel, and so rest assured that's not going to necessarily happen. But, as you are debating and as you're discussing, the witch raises her hands and says, Klesnor fasnir katosh vlakrasin dofarkas, as she raises her hand and she swipes her gesture to the right. As she does so, Chief's body stiffens. As he rushes in, he says, Vile witch, prepare to die! As she rushes forward, and you watch as Chief suddenly transforms, his body struck by lightning. You hear this pained yelp as Chief's whole body stiffens and transforms into a cookie.
Oh.
His body transforms into a dog biscuit. It is small, it is delicious, and it is still. As this happens, the witch says, Perhaps you are right. Perhaps it's not too late. Perhaps, maybe, by freeing the Baba Yaga, she will perhaps lose interest in us. She is traveling now with you as her heralds, and she knows that we have tried to obstruct her. Your friend here, I will free him and use him. He will protect me from the Baba Yaga. There is no stopping what is to come, and I see that now. Gaj! Pack our things! We're leaving. And we are going to disappear. We're going to find ourselves somewhere that they will never be able to find us. I wish you luck, but I know it'll take more than that. Far, far more. She begins to move around. She takes the cookie before Gaj can eat it and places it into her places it into her bodice. Cookie is not pleased, but at the same time, now an enchanted guardian, who is, by the way, going to animate as a full-scale biscuit dog, is going to protect this witch at all cost.
Just don't get him wet.
Yes.
Oh, soggy biscuit dog.
A wet dog, biscuit dog.
Oh God, a wet
He
biscuit
not
that
only
smells
smells
like
like
dog.
dog, he smells like a wet biscuit.
I know, Skull. I know. I know.
No.
But I know where the dog is now. So,
This
yeah,
is
no.
2 dogs we have lost.
It's the same dog for me.
This is true. This is also the same dog for Kyrie, but
Carrie, didn't you have
Kyrie,
a wanted poster for the dog?
don't even get me started. Kyrie is going to look
He's another
for
dog.
the entrance that we came in here for.
As the witch looks tired at you, she gestures over by the bedroom that the troll came from.
Oh, the troll's guarding it.
There. The cabinet you see behind his quarters. Follow the path down. There you will find what you're looking for. There are other guardians there as well. We do not control them, so don't ask for us to turn them off. The daughters will be no more pleased to see you than we were. It is a doomed errand.
Thank you.
Do not thank me. Do not thank me for this.
Okay, I won't. Well, I already did, but too late.
She
I
slapped
don't
you.
know. Ah.
Henry's just gonna solemnly pull his hat down just a little bit and recall the gun to him, and let's just get this over with.
To the room.
Okay.
Can somebody heal up Bectrin before we go fight?
No. Straight into the next encounter. No hesitation. Nothing.
Hey, that's what I was getting ready for. Let's do it.
All right.
I can heal him.
Cool. Resting, healing, and recuperating. Our heroes take a quick moment. Now, do you guys want to actually have a rest, or are you guys?
Oh man, that would be great.
Yeah.
Let's do a rest.
Yeah.
Okay. Because there is no problem to having a proper rest here.
Okay.
It is a small cottage. There's sleeping quarters. There's some food and the like. And
We are technically in a building void of time.
that is true. That is true.
And also, we're in the hut, which is constantly healing us.
No, the hut is not constantly healing you here. You're in the grandmother's cauldron,
Oh,
which is a separate place.
Got it. Okay. It's like we're still in the Baba Yaga.
Yeah, you've noticed that you've definitely noticed by now that you aren't continually
Okay.
healing at least.
Gotcha. So yeah, I'm down for a rest.
Okay.
Ooh.
You rest and recuperate. That night you have restless dreams. They all seem to circulate around this idea of you returning to Irison, of glass mirrored faced men watching your every movement. Tiny dolls with eyes made of rubies and sapphires and the like, haunting your every waking moment. Not a moment goes by where you aren't being gazed at.
No, don't look. No.
When you awaken, you prepare, but you feel like almost as if you hadn't slept. You feel fatigued.
Ugh. Right.
As you prepare to head down, you take one last look around you, and as the door opens, you watch as the hut behind you begins to fall, crumbling as if folded like a paper mache, like a paper origami portrait. The door, as you leave it, has nothing on the other side.
Here we go, guys.
A cold air now captivates you as you make your way down into the depths. Now bear with me for one moment. I need to locate my map because I lost it.
Oh no.
No, it's fine.
I will be right back.
Very well. L, that's the one. Aha. Okay, we have a Henry. We have a Kyrie. We have a Bectrin. And we have Makar. Alright, you guys can see the map.
Yep.
You guys can move your tokens.
By the way, this is very fitting music for what's happening right now. The whole time I was like, holy shit. Alright. Alright. What is in front of us?
Okay. Is Kyrie back? I was gonna...
Oh, sorry. Yeah, we can wait for her.
She had to step away for a minute, but I'd catch her up when she.
Okay, no worries. All right.
Okay.
As you head down the flight of stairs, a thin rime of ice coats the wall of this natural cavern. A heavy woolen curtain hangs over the entrance to this large chamber, and as you push it aside, you see this huge expanse of space.
Whoa.
A voice echoes in your ear. Watch out. The cold queens live ahead. Though maybe live is not the best word for it. But they are very, very angry. The Baba Yaga's voice tolls in your head. A few moments later, the Marashoka doll sounds like it's sniffing the air. You're not the first I smell of the blood of my grandchildren ahead. Be wary, travelers. Okay.
Be as weary as we can be. Alright. Should we start heading in then?
Real quick, is the floor ice? I'm assuming.
Ahead of us? It looks like it.
Okay, I just want to make sure it wasn't water, because if it's water, I'm out of here.
Oh, he did. No, he did say it was ice. Like a sheet of ice.
On the walls, yeah. I just want to make sure the floor is frozen too.
Oh.
So, the walls were covered in ice in the area that you're in. The walls and floor are covered in ice in the area ahead past the curtain.
All right, cool. Yeah, because if it was water, Beckford's out of here because
Yeah, no.
he's
no.
heard too many stories about people going into water and not coming back out.
No. Solid
just cast
solid
fire
ice
again.
on that one.
Just have you floating around, spinning around again. Okay, who wants to go first? I guess I could just go first. Unless Curious is back yet. Becton, how are you standing on ice?
I should be fine. I
Okay.
have a low center of gravity.
Remember, Vectrin and Rill were the only ones that managed to go across the ice in the dragon's room
Oh, true.
last time
Yeah, true.
without any issue. They were the most graceful dwarves ever.
Really missing my ice powers right now.
dwarves are known for their exceptional grace under pressure.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Should we tie a rope to each other and tie the end of it to Bectrin, so if he succeeds, he can just pull us along as we fall? If we fall.
If you must use him effectively like a sled dog, yes, you may. Like,
Right? That's mush back.
yeah, I mean, look, I'm not judging. People have their things.
But yeah, I'm fine with that. Let's do it.
Okay.
Assuming I don't fall on my ass immediately.
Yeah. All right. I have. Where is I know I've got silk string on my inventory. I just gotta find it quick. Silk rope. Yes. I will take some time to because I've got the robe of infinite twine. I can take some time to actually make extra rope. To make a second rope, so we can tie and make 100 feet. So then get all of us in there for sure. Unless
You're fine.
no, it's 50
Neil,
feet.
Neil,
Yeah,
you're good. And not.
I'm sorry. Okay.
You keep in mind you're tying each other by something
Yeah.
attached to you. You wouldn't necessarily just be wrapping yourselves up like mummies in ropes. You know,
Gotcha.
you've got, like, your belt or your backpack or
Okay.
something that you're attached to.
I'll just take the one silk rope off then.
Sure, not a problem.
So
All right.
use that.
You tie each other
I mean,
off.
I'll probably get it back, but
Very well. You tie each other off and begin to make your way forward. Because you have Bectrin leading the way, there's normally an acrobatics check here, but with Bectrin's very sure-footedness, especially with him being a dwarf and the like, there is no need as you make your way forward. But as you do, you hear a very familiar sound, one that you guys have encountered before. Several large ice statues lay ahead, each one seeming to be still, but then the sound of almost breaking glass as a limb or a joint or a motion indicates the presence of life. Ahead of you are several ice elementals. These, you recall, were the creatures that slew Mistwind.
Okay.
Hmm?
Kite was the one that died to the ice golem.
Was it? I thought it was Mistwind.
No, Mistwind got killed by the dragon the first time, and then the second time blew herself up to stop the demon goat.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, so yeah, Kite then.
Kite was the one that ran so fast he didn't see the ice golem and then got
right.
pulled.
I remember.
he ran out of the room while we were still in the other room.
Yeah, very well. These things, one of these things killed Kite.
Okay. So we need to fight these things to get through.
Well,
Or actually, well, yeah, I guess
depends on what you want to
technically
do.
we could.
I mean, honestly, yes, you do need to fight to get your way through these things.
Do you think we could just run past them, everyone, or should we just one at a time take them down where we can see them?
I feel like if we try to run past them, we're just gonna keep gathering them behind us, and they're gonna eventually we're gonna have like 12 of them that we have to fight.
See, I don't know
I
if
don't
they can
suppose
move,
they're open
though.
to negotiation now.
Ooh,
Oh,
interesting question. Let's have a look.
These are the guardians that she must have been talking about. There could be more, though.
Interesting. It doesn't look like they're really the negotiating sort. They just look like almost, I wouldn't say mindless. They definitely have an intelligence, but they're more or less guard dogs.
I got you. Singularly focused.
Mm-hmm. So if we distract them with something, no. Last time we fought one, they had a reach of 15 feet, right?
Yes, correct.
Yeah. So if we just defeat this one, we could run around the corner because I at least see the other one behind him.
Can I
don't
make
know.
a suggestion?
Yeah.
You fought those things quite a while ago when they were like tough. Right now, you guys.
Thanks for making me feel
Man,
better.
because I was just thinking that we could just call Dreo and have him come in here and fire his way
him.
through this thing.
I mean, sure, that's it.
True. Okay.
Just a thought. Maybe he
Or,
could actually do something this time
I'll
because
tell
we
you
keep
what,
calling him.
Or I'll tell you what Daddy Dag told him in order to, like, give him, years of crippling masculinity issues, and that is, sack up, sunshine, fucking get it done.
All right. Well, now that I feel inadequate, I guess let's go.
See, I thought at the beginning of that Dag was talking about himself and calling himself Daddy Dag. Didn't realize you meant your fuck. Got it now. Yep, we're good.
Nah, Daddy Dag. Anyway, what do you guys want to do?
I guess we could just call Dreo.
Okay.
I had to help my
I think
little
we're
one
just-
find a remote, so I missed part of this, so I'm gonna shut up.
You're fighting ice golems.
Yeah, we fought
let's
these
just go.
before,
Well,
but
I
apparently
saw
they're
this.
just bitches now compared to last time.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
let's go.
Last,
All right. I have a very important question.
Sure.
Are these things considered either giants or fae?
Neither.
Son of a bitch! One of these days.
Dude, this is how I feel about my poison shit. I was like, I have poison, and he's like, hey, you're immune to poison. Damn it. Okay. Like,
Hey, guess
constantly.
what? I don't think these are immune to poison.
I don't have poison anymore.
That's fair. All right. Well, without any further ado, you guys get the
Also,
surprise
Patrick
round
could
because
just
you can
smash
just
him.
jump out of the curtain, instigating battle.
Dag.
Yeah.
Real quick. Can I have Bectrin take a running start at the ice and just burst
Okay.
through the curtain and then slide across the ice at this guy to start his
Sure.
attack?
No problem with that. Bectrin,
Sweet.
you.
As we get pulled along.
Yeah, Bectrin, you.
Yeah, exactly. Come with me, everybody.
All right. Very well. Bectrin, you make a acrobatic slide, and I'm gonna slide you to here.
Oh god.
I'm gonna say that Kyrie would probably be next. I'm gonna give you guys a 5-foot gap, and then put Macaw and Henry along that same line.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I just
So-
wanted to slide to the guy to start the attack.
Oh,
not-
yeah,
not,
yeah,
like,
you
try
will.
to get
I'm-
around him.
You,
Okay.
You will. This guy is unaware of you. No attacks of opportunity, and I don't know if he'll survive this round. But you carry.
All right.
You carry on.
So if they're unaware, we could have just ran past them all.
All right. And now that you can actually see them. Go. All right. Let's fly into initiative here. So you get your surprise round first. So everyone gets to take an action. Bectrin, we'll start with you, then go to Kyrie, then Makar, and then Henry, and then we'll follow the initiative as we go.
All right. As I slide up to this guy and slightly around him, I want to do my flurry as I'm going. So just, hitting him on
Nice.
3 sides, essentially, front, side, and back as I go around.
Okay.
Ooh.
So, as you slide around, you unleash a flurry of attacks, one after the other, each one a blow from your danbong, causing the ice to break and crack. You land your strikes. Let's see that damage. All right, not too bad. Partially resisted, but otherwise you're getting into him.
All right. Yeah, and I only hit 3, right? I missed 1, so.
That's correct.
Automatic, so you gotta pick a.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes, crit card. Let's see. Give us a number between 1
Let's
and
go
5.
Let's go with a 2.
A 2A. All right. Here we go. 1, 2 with a natural 1. Your fumble is second thoughts. You start to spin over and over and over again and get dizzy. You are sickened 3.
Damn, that's a lot of spinning. All right.
You were trying to
Damn.
show off, so you spun one too many times.
All right. Kyria, you're up next.
Will also full round. I'm gonna study him. I'm gonna study him, and then I'm gonna
Wait,
full round.
6, 9.
All right, go for it.
Oh, I do.
And this one. I know there's a way to do it all at once, but I can never friggin' remember, so I'm just not.
That's okay. There's a big number next to it, but that's fine. All right, that's 2 hits.
And
That's 3 hits. And a
All
miss.
right. okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
So 1, 2, and Dag.
Yes.
I have blades above, which means I am flanking him with Vectrin.
Okay, did you...
Do I get my sneak attack?
You will get your sneak attack. Now, if you'd asked me this, I could have put flanking on him and the sneak attack would have happened automatically.
See, we've tried that before and it didn't work.
It should work. But that's okay.
I know it should. You said that last time
I
too.
know, but it should.
Oh, I just drop it. That's right. That's 1.
Okay.
That's 2. And that's 3.
All right, done and done. We then go to... Let's see, that's 33, 46 extra damage. Let's see, 46 extra damage. Oh, I did that wrong. Hold on. Sorry. 46. That is dead.
Woohoo!
Uh,
All right.
I imagine she's like literally chopping away at it like her dagger is an ice pick, honestly.
Okay. That's what I... There we go. Now, at this point, you also notice that these creatures are partially injured. All right. Makar, you're up next.
Okay. So if I have a spell that targets like one creature and then like jumps to the next, do I need to be able to see that secondary target?
Depends on the spell, but generally...
Chain lightning?
No, you don't need to see that one.
Okay. So I wish to, because I don't have the spell on my list, so I want to spend a, because I know the spell that could help potentially. If I spend a mythic point to be able to cast the spell, is called Chains of Fire.
Mm-hmm. I'm listening.
It basically works. It's the same as chain lightning, except it's fire damage.
Sure, not a problem.
Yeah. So I wanted to cast it at this guy up here, and then it would jump to this guy, and then potentially, because it's within 30 feet of the next target.
Sure.
So then like go down the lane down this way
Yep, I know
to
how it
like
works.
this guy and that guy. Okay. I'm just gonna make sure it says secondary target / a level, which must be within 30 feet. So
Neil, do you remember that thing I
It's-
said where you need to read
I
the
know, I
spells
know.
before you cast them so that we can actually get to doing
well,
stuff?
I don't. I have been looking up the spell. It's just I've never. This is a spell I don't have on my list. But yeah, so here we go. Okay, so I'm gonna cast it on this dude up here.
Okay. And that
Ooh.
is a... Let's see, why is there a mischance? Why is there a mischance? Are you blind? Oh, it's a reflex save. Okay, yeah, no, he fails. But no, you still need to hit him though. Remember, you're using your bow, aren't you?
No, not with Chains of Fire. It's not a
Oh, right. Okay,
It's
so you're
a-
using that as just the spell. You're not using it as part of your spell
Yeah.
attack. Okay, I'm with you.
Yep.
All right, cool. In which case, he fails the first fire bolt. Now, this pretty much is just basically like this, almost like a solar flare, like a lick of flames that arcs towards this guy. Now, roll your damage on him.
Does the damage happen all the same to all of them if they were, or is it just
No,
one at
it'll
a time?
bounce. So it'll hit the first
Okay.
guy, and then the next guy will get a chance, and then the next guy.
Okay, so for some reason this doesn't show the damage as listed, so I'm gonna. It does Chain of Lightning's damage. Sorry,
It's okay.
there we go.
It's the first time you're using
I
it,
just
so
need
you're
to-
all Gucci.
I just need to re-get Chain of Lightning up. Okay, deals 1 point of, deals 1d6 point of fire damage per caster level, maximum 20d6. So that's 16d6 of fire damage, and then it'll jump. So I will just roll 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So this one does 55 points of fire damage
Okay.
to the first guy up here.
Sorry, can you ping it? Yep, that's guy. 55 damage. So 55 times 1.5 is 70, 80
Actually,
something.
I will just add.
All right, with 80 something
this to
damage,
here.
that guy is dead.
Woohoo. Okay, that actually shows up. So I just put Chain of Lightning in my spell list, even though it doesn't have a thing. So it'll do electricity damage, but it's really fire damage, just to
You
make
should be
things
able to
easier.
edit it to do fire damage.
Okay. Let me change that then. For now. There we go.
It'll definitely save you on some time.
Yep. Okay, awesome. So then it jumps to this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. And then this guy gets bounced if he's within 30 feet.
Okay. He is within 30 foot.
Awesome. Okay.
All right, so he dies.
Ooh, he succeeded.
All right, drop it on him.
Ooh. So he doesn't die. It still
Okay.
bounces, I believe.
How many bounces does it get?
It's plus 1 secondary target each level, each of which must be within 30 feet of the primary target.
Okay, they all count. So.
Oh, so each has to be within 30 of the primary.
Oh, okay. So that basically that means that'll be the last. Oh, actually, no. This guy counts. So this guy will be there as well. So you'll also get this guy.
Wait, no, but this guy was the primary.
I will say that you can target that guy as the primary instead, knowing this.
Oh, so then okay,
Yeah.
so then
So
this
roll it
guy
on
is
this
the
guy,
new
and then you're
primary.
good.
Okay. Okay, got it.
All right, let's do it.
Yep.
Oh my word!
Oh, damn.
All right, roll it on him. I mean, I don't think it'll matter, but you know, it does get to.
Oh, he's alive.
He is alive. Let's see. Hold on, because you remember you landed a critical hit. So
Oh, true.
give me a number between 1 to 5. Let's see how it goes.
2.
1, 2. Oh, you heal half the damage you just dealt. So you heal 24 hit points. Let's make them 24
Ooh.
temporary hit points.
Temporary. Ooh, sweet.
Yeah.
Thank
seems-
you.
That seems nice. All right.
Awesome.
Done and done as you blast
mark that.
this arc of fire that weaves like a needle through all of these guys, doing quite a significant amount of damage. As we then go to our Henry Allen.
I was gonna say I didn't get my action yet.
Sorry, I just kind of blasted them.
Henry will move up here. Do I have to?
Ah!
And he'll just
So we just pull each other around.
I have not reloaded in a while, so I've only got one shot. So
What is
yeah.
that?
Okay. Bam. Of course. That's literally all I can do.
Okay, not a problem. Which then brings us to the top of the round, the start of our actual initiative, and the 3 remaining creatures are going to make haste to try and thwart the individuals that are here. Bectrin, you will get an attack of opportunity, and so will Kyrie. Bectrin, your attack of opportunity is against that yellow, and Kyrie, yours is against this one.
Alrighty, here we go. This guy on here. Sweet. And
Okay.
there we go.
Very nice. All right, Kyrie, you put the final edge in that dude's body, and he shatters under your blade. As they have now approached, slam attack against Bectrin, as a big, heavy-handed fist manages to collide with Bectrin's body, dealing a substantial 30 points of damage, as the second one comes from underneath, swiping in an uppercut fashion towards Kyrie, fist rising upwards just to clock the chin of Kyrie, dealing a terrifying 31 points of damage. The 2 elementals blocking your path, barring it forward, seem like they're ready to fight to the death, as we then go to Henry Allen.
All right. Wait. I have lightning reload. So as a swift action, once per round, I can reload my gun because of my lightning reload deed.
Nice.
So I will do that, and do swift action stop me from using full round. Dag.
Swift shouldn't. I don't think.
I don't think so, but that's why I'm asking.
I don't think it does, no.
Okay.
No, it
then
does
I'm
not.
Then I'm just gonna full round this one. That's a hit, and a hit.
Okay. Each bullet flies through the air, penetrates the ice, and one after the other begins to break off chunks as it falls behind it.
You would think that an ice golem would be weak to bludgeoning, because that's smashing. But okay.
They are... Nope, they have no vulnerabilities. Just DR, eat dirt.
Oh, okay, so that's why. Okay, well, yeah, Henry's gonna just pop his reload, fire off 3 quick shots, and realize that his gun is doing nothing to these things.
I wouldn't say nothing.
Not as much as he would like.
Okay,
That'll be it.
done and done. Bringing us to Kyrie.
I'm muted. She's going to turn fully to the one who just punched her in the chin, and she is going to study it and then full round. Again,
Okay.
and I don't get the blades above this time, correct? Because he's not in a threatening square for Bectrin?
Correct. Bectrin is not threatening that one.
Okay, wait. So is it... Ha ha! I figured it out, guys.
Nice.
No,
All right,
I'm not a
3
10 yet.
solid
I'm a
hits
5.
as your blade swishes around.
1, 2...
It's doing pretty good. And it is dead.
Nice.
All right, Kyrie, you shatter that golem. leaving only one remaining. Makar.
All right. I'm gonna spend a just because I know doing normal arrow damage won't do much.
Mhm.
I'm gonna spend an arcane pool point to give myself flame on my bow to deal an extra d6 fire. So I don't know if it's just the d6 fire that'll happen, but it might just make the whole thing in itself. I'm gonna just shoot it. That was a swift action, but I still think I can only do one. So I'm just gonna hit him with my arrow with fire.
Fire!
That's a natural one. Holy shit.
All right, natural 1. Give us a crit number.
Yeah, let's do 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Ranged. Aim carefully. Until the end of your next turn, your attacks require an extra action to use. That means it is a full round
Ooh.
action to take a single shot.
Dang. Until the end of my next turn?
Correct.
Okay. Damn. Alright, I guess that's my turn then, because they're still tied together, so.
All right. Which then brings us to Bectrin.
Out of curiosity, how long does Sicken 3 last?
Until you take some time to go and recover.
Oof.
Okay, awesome. I would like to
Ooh.
vomit on the. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just gonna. I'm gonna
It's
go
hot.
ahead and full
Vomit.
round and try to thwomp the shit out of this guy. So let's go here, and then we go here. Sweet, I like that.
That is a sizable critical hit as
One.
your Danbongs smash into him with your critical hit.
And
Oh my gosh.
And oh, it
Oh
it
no.
grits its teeth through the attack. A huge flurry, and it is hanging on by a thread.
somebody breathe on it.
All right, give me a number 2, 1
Alan
to
just
5.
puts a torch on him. Just.
Let's go with 3.
1, 2, 3. Bludgeoning damage. You are not gonna. I mean, I'll give you a guess at what this is.
I was gonna guess triple damage because he keeps getting triple damage.
Fucking.
I can see it. It's blurry, but there it is. Yep.
Triple fucking damage. Let's go.
So I just drop one more on him, right?
Drop one more on him.
Come on, 1 damage. That's all we need.
And he's down!
Thank God for that crit.
Woohoo!
All right. He is dead, and with that, the last of the elementals have been defeated. Now, I'm going to presume you're going to take some time to get rid of the Sicken, so I'm going to get rid of that for you. But
Yeah, I appreciate that.
yeah, but as you're on the ice, you know, you're just kind of like taking a few moments, and you kind of realize, like, yeah, again, one of these things was so powerful when you came across them first. Now, look at the blood. You guys smoked him.
Did anyone notice that they were already kind of injured before we got here?
Hey, don't take this from me.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm just kidding. No. I'm saying don't take that away from me that I just actually killed
Oh,
something for
yeah,
once.
yeah. No, you still finished them off. That's awesome.
I'm just imagining Tom Hanks in Saving Private Ryan when he's firing with the pistol.
Not really sure how you could tell they were already injured.
They had cracks on them and stuff, didn't they?
I mean, they were made of ice. Ice does crack.
But in a place
Onward and
where
upward.
there's
Can we walk and
Yeah.
talk? Can we shuffle and talk?
well, I figured I was talking while Bectrin was recovering from his sickness.
Getcha.
Yeah.
You're muted, Dag.
I was going, okie dokie. Bectrin, you can skate through and eventually come to the end of the icy area. It's slippery, it's a little bit tricky, but your heavy footsteps make sure that you and your allies do not get led astray. The icy edge now overlooks what looks to be a rocky cavern, filled with a foul-smelling smoke. Barely visible through the haze is a jumble of broken stone and debris which covers the floor of this vast chamber. It has a 100-foot-high ceiling, and the ledge that you are on is 60 foot above the floor, meaning that there is a 40-foot gap from you and the ceiling currently. The area around is so covered in treacherous rubble that is underfoot that it is all difficult terrain, and the smoke obscures everything beyond 5 foot. Now, keeping in mind the smoke is pooled beneath you, so you can see currently, but climbing down into it, you have no idea what lays ahead. You can kind of, I guess, see... I mean, if you stood at just... maybe not, actually. No, you can't see that ledge. You have no destination, then. Oh, scary. Yeah, cool.
There's only one way to go.
Up!
Up! Vector, I cast fly and you... No, I'm just kidding. And then you just fly with us hanging.
You should save that for you because I have my cool light skates.
I know. I'm just kidding. That was a joke.
I have 2 words. Dre-o. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, that's fair too. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, then call him in.
Every time she's called, it takes him like forever to get.
It does, because I keep rolling high on rounds it takes him to get here.
Yeah, but then he'll at least be here for next time. I mean, we might need him in the fight.
Dag, would it fuck everything up if I called Dreo in?
Not overly.
Sounds like a yes.
No, it wouldn't. I'm just trying to figure out.
Insight check on the GM.
Yeah. Can I roll to see if you're lying?
No, it's fine. I just need to check a few things. Give me a minute. Blight says 60 foot. Okay.
Watch, I'll get this poor thing killed, because I've been getting everybody else killed. Why the hell not, right?
I mean, even if, like...
Okay. If you want to, you may summon Drea.
Mm-hmm.
That is all.
I do.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Very well. Give me half a moment.
This is where Dreo dies.
Yeah, probably.
He was a good fortune dragon.
Okay. So, as you pull out your horn and you blare it to summon forth the dragon Dreo, you hear the flapping of wings, and eventually, arriving behind you, is what looks to be the great and powerful dragon Dreo. A fortune dragon covered in treasure and bounties and wealth. It lands and looks at you familiarly. It licks your faces, happy to see you and happy to see its friends.
Scratch him under the chin.
He enjoys being scratched under the chin. What level are you guys?
16 with 4 mythic.
Okay. Oh, that's perfect.
So, technically 20. No.
All right. There we go. Sorry, 2 seconds. I'm just putting Dreo back together. There we go. Okay. And ta-da! Dreo, the dragon. There he is. Look at him. Covered in all the treasure.
So cute.
He's so happy.
Okay. I can't believe he ate the last fortune dragon to become the new fortune dragon. That was kind of insane. Alright. So we head in. I know we're still tied to Bectrin, so Bectrin technically would make his way down, and then we could untie ourselves when we're down there.
So I have 2 ideas regarding Dreo, and I would like the party's input on here.
Oh, yeah.
One is, I imagine he can carry at least one of us to kind of overlook to see if we can figure out where the hell we're supposed to go. And the other is to use his wings to clear out the smoke.
Oh, there's smoke down there. Okay.
So which
I am
one?
down for that. Probably both at the same time, because he could just clear it out while he's flying, right?
Well, then it would push down. I don't know if that would work
Oh.
as well as on. Yeah,
True.
I guess we could have. We could look and then come back and have him try to clear a path.
That is also true.
Marcus, Lucas.
Sure, let's use him to scout, and then he can clear out below us, make sure we're not missing anything.
Yeah, sounds good.
I guess that is what we're going to attempt to do there, Daggerino.
Okay, so Dreo is going to fly down and scout.
Theoretically with one of us, but then that would be splitting the party, and I know that's like rule
you can
number
do that.
1.
No, it is not a rule. It is.
We're
It
only
is.
splitting
It is
the
a.
party
It is
if we're
a
in two
thing.
separate rooms.
It is a thing that gains a what's the word? It gains a cautionary tale. But you are all aware of cautionary tale, so you can make this decision.
I'm well
How
aware of that.
much
However,
can he? How much weight can he handle?
All
How many
you.
of
You
us?
can carry all of you if you want it.
Oh, well, shit. Then yeah, why don't we just all hop on this dude's back?
Yeah! Ride the dragon!
Might as well. Yeah.
Okay. Now describe your flight path. Because currently you're at 60 foot above the floor here.
We can
and-
see the walls, I assume.
Yep.
So I would imagine we want to go kind of halfway between whatever walls and just kind of follow the path that it leads us. So yeah, yes.
All right. Dreo takes flight, his wings stretched out. He soars through the air as you then see what looks to be a ledge.
Whee!
One moment. Once you are here,
Whee!
Dreo seems to growl. Something is amiss.
Well, that can't be good.
I'll look to see if I can spot what he's hissing at.
You guys can't see anything. Now,
Oh.
What is it, Dreo? Is Timmy in the well?
Is Timmy in the smoke?
he seems to have stopped, and he's like almost like he's ready to attack. If you guys just rely on Dreo for the time being, you can. Otherwise, if you guys want to do anything in preparation for whatever it is coming, you may do so.
If Dreo is growling, that must mean it's something strong. Dreo, could you hold a bigger Vectron?
Hold a what?
A bigger Vectron?
You're pretty sure he can't.
Okay. I can or can't?
No, you are pretty sure that with 4 people on its back, a creature of this size can't fly.
Even if Vectron was a large?
Can't, Neil.
Oh, well, no, that's what I was asking.
Can and can't sound very similar. So I'll be real. I was sitting here going, did he say with a T? Can not or can?
He cannot.
Hey, there we
Okay.
go. That I got clearly.
I was like,
My
as
ears
we're
don't work,
flying,
they're
Henry's
old,
gonna
Dag.
just
Fine.
Reload and prepare.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I don't think I can do that on him. Yeah, it's a target me spell. Okay. In preparation, I'm gonna cast Mirror Image on myself.
okay. Multiple macaws suddenly
study.
float outwards. Are you sure you don't want to use a hero point and maybe apply that to the dragon instead of you?
Oh, I can?
That's
Well,
what hero
that's-
points are used for.
Then yeah, because I originally did want to do it on the dragon, but I read that it was a personal use spell, and
If only you had a
forgot about
mechanical function that allows you to bend the nature of rules.
I forgot that I've done it before.
All right. As you channel your power through the dragon, there is now a mirrored image.
Yeah, there's like 4.
The dragon snarls. Anyone else doing anything else before we get into?
Can I use my pendant to create copies of myself to put on those copies of the dragon?
I'm gonna say they won't stack, so you won't get any more like mechanical bonuses, but you can if you'd like to. They just don't really sit anywhere.
Okay, yeah, it's 1d4 copies of myself.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Vectrin copies can attack though, can't they?
Can Vectrin's copies attack?
They doing it before.
They can.
They can do anything I can do, but they only have 1 hit point. So if they get hit, they're gone.
Right, sure. Okay.
Should I use the chopsticks to become the Hydra?
Oh
Henry is
no!
like
Wait until the wait until the big fight.
I'm sorry. Just Dreo, a Hydra riding a dragon just sounds ridiculous. So
well, actually, what will probably end up happening is you'd be too heavy for the dragon. The dragon and all of you will plummet into the smoke. All of you be blind and then die a long and vicious death after a, hour-long session of figuring out where the fuck you're going to go. That would be a very disappointing way to end this campaign.
I thought Alter Self is just, it's glamour. It's not me actually changing.
Do you get any extra attacks?
No, I thought it was just an appearance, not... I didn't think I gained anything from it.
No, then you're fine, yeah.
But I'm not going to do it because that sounds ridiculous.
I was going to say, hear me out. Hydra-sized Kyrie. Or Kyrie-sized Hydra, I mean.
It's a Hydra, but the heads are Kyrie's heads still.
Adorable.
Okay.
So yeah, I can't really do anything. So I will not prepare anything. So I'm going to just go in.
Sure, not a problem. Whew, okay, and that then leaves the dragon. The dragon has a readied action. It snarls one more time, and then suddenly, out of the smoke...
Oh, shit.
What appears to be... Was that my Baduk or your Baduk? My Baduk, I think. Who's Baduking me? How dare you Baduk me? Do you know who I am? Do I have a... Hold on, let me see if I can find an image of it. Plasma. There we go, plasma ooze. Here we go. Take a gander at this bad boy.
Whoa!
Boom! Look at that. So this thing fires like a rocket out of the smoke directly at the dragon. Now, Dreo gets his ready to action first, where he turns around and attempts to bite this creature, basically sensing it was coming out of the... Oh no! As he goes to bite it, he is mournfully regretful. Give me a number between 1 to 5, Kyrie.
3.
1, 2, 3. He deals damage to himself. Well, instead of doing damage to himself, I'm going to have him get extra damage from the ooze, because it makes sense.
Can I cast Reflexive Barrier on Dreo before the attack happens?
Unfortunately, I'm assuming he's aware of the attack, so you do not get a reaction to it.
Oh, it's... okay. That is a good point.
Okay.
I was going to say, it is a reaction, but you said I don't get a reaction, so...
Correct. Okay.
Or an immediate action.
The creature slams him with 2 of its wet tendrils, which then fill it with electricity and fire.
He's got to roll to see if the hits a copy of him.
Yeah, so one of them, but how many copies are there?
It is...
Oh, wait, no, I don't. Never mind, ignore that. It ignores mirror image because it has blind sense.
Damn!
Which makes sense because of the smoke.
And it's an ooze, so it has no eyes. All right, Dreo is struck for 31 damage. Thankfully, he resists some of the damage. The second attack missed, fortunately, but Dreo is now grabbed. As it does so, all of you, including the dragon, are now pulled into the smoke. You disappear as the smoke dissipates, and you descend into it. What happens inside the smoke? What will this battle entail against this giant plasma orb of electricity and fire? Find out next week when we return for more Reign of Winter. Guys,
Yeah.
my name's Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer. This is my place. This is my face. You can find it here a number of times during the week, doing cool stuff, playing cool games. We will be back on Friday for our 7 Dooms of Sampo game, where we'll see Neil again doing cool Neil stuff. And then we have Pray for Death and Gatewalkers on Sunday, followed by Curse
No
of the
pray for
Crimson.
death.
No pray for death. No pray for death. No pray for death.
Three of us can't show up. Yep.
No pray for death next week. Just remember this. No pray for death, because I didn't remember this. Anyway, and then Curse of the Crimson Throne on Monday. So be sure to tune in for those guys. But in the meantime, however, guys,
Gatewalkers.
I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer. So nice to see you. Stay safe. Stay wonderful. Be kind to each other, because why the fuck not? It's free. And until we meet again, game hard or die trying. Good night, folks.